lost in your healing. Don't get lost within the corners of your mind, the depths of your doubt. Let me be the one to shut them out. You don't have to be alone anymore. You don't have to keep fighting anymore. You don't have to be alone anymore. You don't have to keep fighting anymore.
We're here today to celebrate Austin and Laura and their special day, to witness this incredible moment in history. Austin and Laura, two separate individuals, are going to enter into a covenant both with God and each other and become one flesh. We're here to observe something that is not just beautiful and joyous, but also profound. A true Christian marriage proposal is an offer, not a request. Rather than saying in effect, will you do this for me, when we invite one another to enter into a marriage relationship, the real question should be, will you accept what I have to give? Austin, you're called to love Laura as God loves his people. Just as God has pursued you, you should pursue Laura. Just as God has loved you unconditionally, you should love Laura unconditionally. Laura, you're called to love Austin just as we are called to love God. Both of you must receive your spouse as God's provision for you. Today you're entering into the 100-100 plan. There's not going to be any talk of meeting each other halfway, of going 50-50 on things. Both of you have to be willing to do whatever it takes. Austin, do you promise before God and this community to receive Laura as your wife?
I do.
Do you promise to love her and to care for her?
I do.
Do you promise to seek with God's help to be the spiritual head of your household for Laura?
I do.
And do you promise to listen to her, respect her, and honor her for the unique and special woman of God that she is?
I do.
Laura, do you promise before God and this community to accept Austin as your husband?
I do.
Do you promise to love and to care for him?
I do.
Do you promise with God's help to lovingly come under his leadership for your household and to listen to him, respect him, and honor him as the unique and special man of God that he is?
I do.
Austin, as you place the ring on Laura's finger, would you repeat after me? This ring is a symbol of my commitment to you.
This ring is a symbol of my commitment to you.
It is a declaration before God and the world
It is a declaration before God and the world
that I am in covenant with you.
that I am in covenant with you.
All I have is yours,
All I have is yours.
all for the glory of Jesus.
All for the glory of Jesus.
Laura, would you repeat after me as you place the ring on Austin's finger? This ring is a symbol of my covenant to you.
This ring is a symbol of my covenant to you.
It is a declaration before God and the world
Declaration for God and the world
that I am in covenant with you.
that I am in covenant with you.
All I have is yours,
All I have is yours.
all for the glory of Jesus.
All for the glory of Jesus.
What God has brought together, let no man separate. Austin, you may kiss your bride.
The other thing I liked about the two of them is I know it was their faith that brought them together. And so they've always shared that between themselves. And that's something else I've considered very, very strong for their relationship, and it's very evident. Austin and Laura, while no one can tell what life will bring forth for you in the future, may the good times outnumber the difficult times. And may your faith in the Lord and your love for one another carry you for the rest of your lives. Okay? So here's to you both.
Every time Laura would come home from college, I would always want to be the one to pick her up from the airport. I would also ask her what her plans were so I could always schedule as much Laura time as possible. It was on one of these trips home that she mentioned this guy named Austin. She had only gone on one date so far with him, but I could tell that she really liked him. On Austin's first trip out to California, he mentioned to me that he will support Laura no matter where her job might take her. He said, if that's California, then I will move with her.
Laura and I have always called each other's floaties because without each other we'd sink. Although I was hoping Austin would keep her on the East Coast, she's a California girl at heart, and I'll just have to keep racking up my miles to see my floatie. Austin, you're now Laura's permanent floatie through life, and I know you won't let her sink. I couldn't be happier for you both, and cheers to many more trips from coast to coast and football games with you both. I love you.